Hi, I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with my series that's a study in blues rhythmic phrasing. First I'll play rhythm exercise in the key of G, number 6, and then I'll break it down for you. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're going to break down rhythm exercise in the key of G, number 6. We have a 12-bar blues that I've divided into 6 2-bar phrases. Each 2-bar phrase will use the exact same rhythm. The rhythm is triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The lead guitar portion of this 2-bar phrase will take up the triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 portion of the phrase. On the and of 1 in bar 2 will come in on the rhythm guitar pattern, which will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is based on the Chuck Berry style, Jimmy Reed style blues pattern that we've seen before. The only difference is that we've chopped off the first eighth note. Normally it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But instead we have this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now that we've talked about the rhythm, let's look at the scales that we'll be using for this exercise. The first scale that we'll be talking about is the G blues scale with the roots located here, G at the 5th fret, and here is the root G at the 8th fret. For those of you who know the cage system, this would be referred to as the D pattern. Just a reminder that the blues scale is the same as the minor pentatonic with the addition of the blue note. Here's the pattern that we'll be using today. We will also be using the G major pentatonic scale. The roots are, again, G at the 5th fret and G at the 8th fret. For those of you using the cage system, this is also known as the D pattern. Here is the fingering that we'll be using today. Now, let's go ahead and look at phrase 1. Triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Our first triplet uses a combination of the major and minor third to the root, coming on down to the 6th of the major pentatonic, to the 5th, to the blue note, so triplet, triplet, and here's 3 and, part of the blues scale, 4 and then ending on the root G, and over to our accompaniment pattern. Here's phrase 2. Triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 first triplet uses the minor and the major third. Then we have mixed pentatonic on the next triplet. Then 3 and. It's major pentatonic. 4 and is the sixth from the major pentatonic and the minor third from the minor pentatonic. So 3 and 4 and. We're going to give that a little quarter bend, ending on the root G. And then we'll go to our G accompaniment pattern. Here's phrase 3. Triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're mixing both pentatonics here. Here's the first triplet. Next triplet. 3 and. I've got just little tiny quarter bends here, ending on G, which is the fifth of my C chord, because we're on the C chord change here, C seventh, and we'll be playing the C accompaniment pattern. Phrase 4 will return back to the G chord change. Triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The first triplet uses a whole step bend, and we're out of the minor pentatonic. The next triplet uses the minor pentatonic as well, and we have a pull-off. On beats 3 and, 4 and, we're in the major pentatonic, and then we're going to end on the root G. Over to our G accompaniment pattern. Phrase 5 uses exclusively the minor pentatonic scale. Triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to start out with a double stop, looks like this, on the second and third string, and we're going to approach it by about a fret with a slide. That's our first triplet. Then we'll do that again for the second triplet. We're going to come right on down the scale, 3 and 4 and 1, ending our lead guitar phrase on the note D, and we're on a D7th chord change here, or the 5 chord. And then we'll be playing the D accompaniment pattern. Here's the last phrase. Triplet, triplet, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Our first triplet uses a half step bend into the minor pentatonic. So the fingering here is major pentatonic. Here's our major second, and we're bending into the minor third, part of our minor pentatonic. So that's our first triplet. Here's our next triplet. That's all major pentatonic. Notice I'm using a little finger roll here with this triplet. Then beats 3 and. Use both the minor and major thirds, 4 and. That's out of the major pentatonic, and then we'll end our phrase on the root G. and over to the accompaniment pattern. That's it for rhythm exercise in the key of G number 6. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.